So he's dating this girl. She's one of those goth chicks, you know what I'm talking about? With the white face and the black. Or at least I thought she was goth. Turns out she was dead. So that didn't work out. I was watching TV earlier today. They had one of those big, giant, obese guys on. You know what I'm talking about? He was so big he couldn't even get out of his bedroom. I felt real bad for the guy, but I got to thinking, if he can't get out of that room, why don't I just keep all the food in a different room? So it turns out I'm Mexican. It's not a joke. Seriously, my mother's born and raised in Veracruz. That makes me Mexican. It's cool, because then I get to tell Mexican jokes. Remember that, because I'm gonna. A lot of times people don't believe that I'm Mexican. I think part of that might be because my dad's white, and I'm 6'3". But that just makes me like a Mexican double agent. I get to hear the kind of shit white people say when they think all the Mexicans left the room. Yeah, that's you guys. Talk a little bit about racism, folks. You know, prejudice is not something people are born with. It's something that's learned. You take my parents. When my Irish dad married my Mexican mother, that was a pretty big deal back in the 70s. But my dad hadn't learned that kind of discrimination. Yeah, he didn't learn to hate Mexicans till I was like 5. Remember, I figured out I joined the Boy Scouts. I was like, hey, Dad, can I get one of those Swiss Army knives? He was like, are you shitting me? I know you people are like with knives. Met my buddy's new girlfriend recently. That's always fun. I tried to talk to her, make nice, you know, actually pay attention to what she has to say. She decides she's gonna hook me up. Like I said, we just met. And she asked me, she's like, hey Pete, how big of a guy are you? So I said to her, I don't know, like 6'3", 240. And she says, you know, I have a friend that you'd be perfect for. Really? Just based on that information alone. No foreseeable red flags there. Let's hook this up. What other information could she possibly need? I just met her strict size requirements. Why wouldn't we get along? Huh? You know, I'm kind of big. Sounds like she's probably big. We can go out and do big things together. And we'll go to the amusement park and fit on most rides uncomfortably. Maybe we'll just hang out and accidentally break little stuff. My grandma's been bugging me about getting married lately. So I says to her, I'm like, hey grandma, you're pretty damn old, right? She says, see, mijo. Which is weird, because it was my Irish grandma. The other day at a show, I accidentally said midget in front of a dwarf. You're not supposed to do that, everyone. Dwarf is okay, they prefer a little person. And the dwarf got all angry at me and he started yelling at me from the crowd. He was like, hey man, calling a dwarf a midget is like calling a black person the N-word. Have you guys heard this before? Have black people heard this? It's not really for me to say, but I don't think it's the same thing. So I said to him, I was like, midget, please. People slaves for hundreds of years? No. And it would have been a lot easier to enslave a bunch of midgets. You literally are 3/5 of a person. Nice, this upside down. All right. Thanks, guys.